Hi everyone. Today is Monday. Happy Monday to you. We are going to do a Mindfulness Monday. Here I have a card. It says, Cooking Up Connections. Appreciate where food comes from. It says, sit mindfully with your spine straight and your body relaxed. Close your eyes and take 3 soft, slow, mindful breaths. Think about how you are always connected to other people, plants, and animals. Let's explore these connections. Imagine you're eating pancakes or waffles. To make them, you often need eggs from chickens, milk from cows, and flour from grains. You need farmers to milk the cows, gather the eggs, and grow the grains in the ground. Or if you need nut milk, you need the nuts that the farmers grow. You need drivers to take the milk, eggs, and flour to the supermarket. You need the people who work at the supermarket to sell the food, and your family to help you buy it. And you need someone to cook. Before you open your eyes, take a moment to thank all those people, plants, and animals for your tasty food. It's easy to see how we're all connected when we eat nourishing food. Let's take another deep breath together. In It's nice to think about all those lovely people and animals and plants that helped us make our food. All right, we're going to play another game, or a game right now, called Brianna Says. You may have heard of Simon Says, but my name isn't Simon. So we're going to play Brianna Says. Are you ready? You only have to do the action if I say Brianna Says. Brianna says, tap your nose. Brianna says, wiggle your eyebrows. Brianna says, hop on 1 foot 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Brianna says, crisscross your arms. Uncrisscross them. I didn't say Brianna says. Did you do it? You didn't have to. Brianna says, crisscross your fingers. Brianna says, shrug your shoulders. Brianna says, tap on your knees. Brianna says, wiggle your toes. Stop wiggling your toes. Did you do it? Brianna didn't say. All right. Now, we're going to move on to our word of the week. Our word of the week this week is still indigenous. There are so many things to know about this word and these people who we call indigenous. Do you remember that means they were the first people who lived on what we call the United States? So you might wonder how we got here, how so many of us got here, and why indigenous people don't live all over the place anymore, because they really don't. And that reason is because this land was stolen from indigenous people. Yeah. Unfortunately, I have a story, and it's not very happy about how that happened. Because the truth is, the land we're sitting on right now is stolen. And that's a little bit sad. The colonists I was talking about came to this land from Europe, from Portugal, from Spain, from England. And they wanted to claim it as their own. They wanted it for themselves. And some indigenous people, they were willing to share some space with them. And some were very welcoming. And other indigenous people were suspicious of these colonists. Rightfully so. Because colonists didn't end up being okay with just sharing this space. Colonists wanted it for themselves. And their governments wanted it. They wanted to expand their space. And they wanted to escape where they were living before. And they did not want to share with indigenous peoples anymore. They wanted it for themselves. So they took this land by force. And the colonists fought indigenous people so that they could live here, so that they could use the land. And that was very unfair. That was very unfair of the colonists to do. So indigenous people fought back. They did not want the colonists to take over all of the land that they had spent so much time making beautiful, growing their food, taking care of. They didn't want it to be taken away. Colonists were pretty ruthless and cruel, and they were able to steal the land from the indigenous peoples. And they had wars about it. So now we are living on the land that was taken from indigenous peoples. And the indigenous peoples that are still alive, are still here today, their ancestors were the people who fought to keep it. Some of them are still here, some of them are still around, and a lot of them aren't. And that's the sad truth about the United States. So I'm sorry it's not a very fun or happy story, but it is the truth. And if you have more questions about this, we can talk about it in our collectives. All right. I hope you have a really great Mindful Monday, and I will see you later.